Every major city has sounds you stop noticing. Traffic breathing through midnight streets. Distant sirens dissolving into rain. The underground rumble of trains moving beneath your feet. But beneath London, there is a sound commuters were never meant. Every major city has sounds you stop noticing. Traffic breathing through midnight streets. Distant sirens dissolving into rain. The underground rumble of trains moving beneath your feet. But beneath London, there is a sound commuters were never meant to hear anymore. A metallic screech, slow, rhythmic, followed by the hum of fluorescent lights turning on. In tunnels officially sealed decades ago, transport authorities call it an abandoned line. Maintenance workers call it something else. Because sometimes, long after service ends, a train still arrives. And witnesses swear they've seen passengers step aboard, passengers who are never seen again. The subway extension closed abruptly in the late 1980s. Official reason: structural instability. Unofficially, rumors spread of unexplained delays between two stations only 3 minutes apart. Trains entered one platform and arrived at the next nearly 20 minutes later. Drivers reported losing track of time. Passengers described dizziness, déjà vu, and unfamiliar voices. Then the disappearances began. Single commuters at first. Then entire late-night carriages reported partially empty. No emergency stops, no recorded exits, just absence. My name is Daniel Mercer, urban transit historian. I began researching the line after receiving archived audio, labeled simply, "Do not reopen." The recordings captured tunnel ambience, water dripping, electrical buzzing, and faintly, voices layered beneath the noise. Not echoes, conversations, hundreds of them. I entered the tunnels with 3 others. Leah Singh, sound engineer specializing in underground acoustics. Marcus Doyle, former transit operator who once worked the line. And Elena Cruz, journalist, investigating missing person cases linked to late-night commutes. Marcus hesitated before descending. "The trains never stopped," he said quietly. "They just stopped being scheduled." The sealed station smelled of rust and stagnant air. Advertisements from decades earlier peeled from tiled walls. Emergency lights flickered weakly, but the rails were polished, recently used. Leah placed microphones along the track. Within minutes, vibrations trembled through the metal. Something was moving far down the tunnel. Impossible. No power supplied the line anymore. Yet the rails sang with motion. Elena's research revealed a disturbing trend. Every missing commuter vanished between 1:11 a.m. and 1:17 a.m. Always alone. Always reporting delays. Witnesses described hearing a second train arriving without appearing on digital boards. At exactly 1:13 a.m., the tunnel filled with wind. A distant headlight appeared. Not bright, muted, like illumination filtered through water. The train emerged slowly. Older model, paint faded, windows fogged from within, doors opened. No driver visible. Inside sat passengers, perfectly still, some dressed in outdated clothing, others modern, all facing forward, none blinking. Leah's recorder spiked violently. Layered whispers flooded the audio. Repeated phrases overlapping. Next stop, almost home, stay seated. Marcus recognized the announcement tone, discontinued decades earlier. He stepped closer. One passenger turned slightly toward him, eyes unfocused, lips moving silently. Then the doors closed. The train departed without a sound. Archived engineering reports uncovered the hidden reason for closure. During construction, workers discovered an older tunnel system beneath the line. This was unfinished wartime infrastructure, abandoned after multiple fatal accidents. A dark, forgotten history. Engineers reported spatial anomalies, measurements inconsistent with physical distance, sections longer inside than outside. Time discrepancies were logged but dismissed, until operators began reporting lost minutes during service. The subway hadn't malfunctioned, it overlapped something older, a corridor that didn't follow normal space. At 1:16 a.m., lights failed. A second train approached from behind us, its presence chilling. Doors opened directly onto the platform. Announcements played softly. Final boarding. Elena felt compelled to step forward. She described overwhelming certainty that boarding meant safety, home, rest. We pulled her back just as the interior lights flickered. Inside the carriage, reflections showed hundreds more passengers than seats allowed, standing shoulder to shoulder, watching us, waiting. Marcus realized the horror. Passengers weren't dying. They were caught in perpetual transit, trapped inside a looping corridor between destinations, neither arriving nor leaving, existing only in motion. The train lingered longer this time. As if expecting us, doors remained open. The announcement repeated, "Delay resolved." Something inside shifted toward the exit. We ran. Tunnel lights ignited sequentially behind us. The screeching intensified, metal grinding against metal. For a moment, I heard footsteps matching mine perfectly. Not beside me, behind me. When we reached the stairwell, the sound stopped instantly. Silence swallowed everything. Transport authorities denied access records ever existed. The station was resealed within days, but Leah's audio survived. When slowed down, one voice becomes clear among the whispers. A commuter calmly stating, "I missed my stop years ago." Since then, late at night, commuters across the city report brief delays between two unrelated stations. Digital boards glitch, arrival times freeze, and sometimes, for less than a second, a train appears on the opposite track that isn't listed anywhere, filled with passengers staring out the windows, waiting for someone new to come aboard. Maybe the scariest part of modern life isn't getting lost, but never arriving. What do you think the ghost line really is? A glitch in space, unfinished history, or a journey that never allows passengers to leave? Share your theory below, and if you enjoy stories that uncover the darkness hidden beneath everyday places, consider subscribing. Because somewhere underground tonight, a train is still running.